We all wish we could bring our Disney vacation home with us, right? To have that Disney feeling every day? Well, why not start your day the Disney way with a Disney blend from Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company? With over 23 varieties to choose from the French bistro you find in your resort room to the Yachtsman Steakhouse and Gico, of course, and now Joffrey's newest Disney blend, Le Cellier. Why not start your day with that Disney magic? Order yours today at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Ladies and gentlemen, please hold on to the handrails and stay clear of the doors until the monorail stops completely.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott. This is the Gateway to the Magic, and joining me is...
Oh, now I'm joining you.
I know, that was a terrible open.
I see how this is going. No, we're not. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah,
oh, no. Apparently, I'm just joining.
No edit.
Hi. Joining you today is Bob Collar. Hey. No.
If anybody has any doubt whether I script the open or not, if you've not picked this up after 400 and some episodes, I do not.
Joining you, obviously, temporarily, I'm Bob Collar.
I need more of a commitment out of you than 400 shows.
400 plus shows.
The honeymoon's over.
Oh, my goodness gracious. It's, welcome to a fake podcast.
It's a yes. Oh, my goodness.
Tim.
What, Bob? I'll stop giggling now.
I'll kind of keep up the tradition of your old host and go with
the other Bob Collar.
The other Bob Collar. I've got a This Day in Disney History, my friend.
Oh, hit us, Bib.
1997.
Ooh, that's like 20 years ago.
20 years ago to this day. Wow. Are you ready for this? I was shocked by this one.
I am sitting down.
The very first Star Wars weekend ever debuts at Disney MGM Studios in Florida.
Wow.
How about that?
That's crazy.
They did it back in February.
So, 97. So that was 20 years after Star Wars had come out. 77.
Correct. Now, they did do some stuff when, in like 77 when Star Wars had come out, but not to the extent that they started doing it then. And then, of course, before they purchased the whole Lucas film thingy.
For like $1 is what it's turning out to be.
Yeah. Well, I think they've made a little bit of money off of that. So
George Lucas is like, I probably could ask a little bit more.
I could have asked for more. Why didn't I ask for more?
Oh, should have saw that coming.
Thank goodness he didn't, and thank goodness that Marvel has jumped on board with Disney as well. So my stock just flourishing. Thank you.
Because he holds many, many, many shares.
Yeah, it's about right. 3. many. Well, you said 4, so
I did.
You were wrong. You went over.
That's enough to get into the board meetings, right?
No.
No? Oh, well.
It's enough to get a restraining order when you show up.
I get that. I don't even have stock.
Well, that's true. That's true.
That.
Hey, real quick, shout out to one of our new listeners, Josh Henault.
Very nice.
I believe I'm pronouncing that right, Josh. I apologize if I'm not. Henault says, I've gone back and listened to every episode while at work.
Wow.
You guys have been getting me excited for my August trip.
Nice.
We just booked for a second week and have the countdown calendar when he sent this. 167 days to go.
Wow.
Said, keep up the awesome show. Looking forward to every episode. That's why we mentioned his name, so he can listen to this one. But Josh, thanks so much.
Thanks, Josh. Awesome.
We really appreciate that. And, should we do the disclaimer now?
We should do the disclaimer now.
Yeah. We are not responsible here at ResortLoop.com for any injuries sustained during binge listening.
No, absolutely. Be careful. Pace yourselves.
Yes.
But once again, we're not responsible.
Right. And if you're driving, please put both hands on the wheel. So,
if you're not driving, one hand will do.
All right, Tim.
See, if you're not driving the car, you shouldn't have your
I ignore you most of the time,
it's
like your former
smart move.
co-host,
Yeah,
Bob.
Yeah, they all Bob and Bib.
Bob and Bib.
Bib Collier.
Okay, that's an inside joke. I was just recently called Bib Caller, Bib Caller, thanks to texting on a phone.
Right.
I don't know why it's spelled Bib, but anyway, Tim.
You don't know this, but then somebody at work said, "Isn't there an I in his last name?"
Yes, and there's not.
So it's Bib Collier.
It's not Bib Collier.
Anyway.
Apparently okay. We haven't done this in a while.
I know.
I haven't lost my mind in quite a while concerning a Disney decision. But I seem to have lost my mind slightly.
How do you know the difference?
There wasn't
For
a
the
whole
rest of us
lot
on the
there.
outside of your mind, how do we know the difference between when you've lost your mind and not lost your mind?
Wasn't a whole lot there to lose.
It's a whole lot similar.
Listen.
Oh.
I'm just going to say something.
I'm just going to put the mic down. This is going to go for a while.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Listen, I got to talk about this new Disney's Coronado Springs expansion. Okay? I get it. And I know a lot of people are very excited about this, including you.
I was being quiet as told.
I didn't say be quiet.
You didn't say anything. You gave me the look. Crazy eyes. He broke out the crazy eyes.
I did. And the barrel of monkeys, which I don't even know why I'm taking those.
Get your hand off the monkey.
Anyway, listen. Okay, so here it is. Everybody knows this by now, but I'm going to read the press release here. The new 15-story tower and other enhancements underscore Walt Disney World's resort's industry-leading status, with Disney's Coronado Springs Resort, one of the largest single-level convention hotels on the East Coast, is expanding over the next 2 years, adding new dining options, resort rooms, and outdoor networking spaces. The new resort enhancement, which I'm fine with that stuff. It's this new 15-story, 500-room resort.
Yeah.
That they're putting over at the main building overlooking beautiful Lago Dorado, which is fine. This is where I have an issue. Number one, you and I both have stayed at Coronado.
We have.
Number two, there's 72 points here I'm going to make, so
it's gonna be a long show.
Stand by. Number two, there's nothing better when we go to get our Joffrey's coffee.
Yes.
Than going out and taking that nice stroll around Lago Dorado.
You just like saying Lago Dorado.
I do like saying that.
I can tell by the sparkle in your eye. You went from crazy eyes to
because
sparkly
it's
eyes.
beautiful. It's a beautiful walk. You get to look across at the main building.
Right.
The beautiful Spanish architecture. And now we're going to have some monstrosity, some Tower of Terror sticking up in that thing.
Got to have one somewhere. Take one down, one pops back up somewhere else.
Eventually they'll turn it into a Guardians of the Galaxy
hotel.
Whoa. For there.
Whoa,
that's exactly what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Okay, first off, then I'm going to rant some more. Wow. But I got to take a drink of my Joffrey's. Go ahead, tell me why you like this idea.
I think it's fantastic.
Okay, so now I'm going to rant.
When was the last time Disney built a hotel that was 15 stories tall?
I don't have a problem with that. Well, okay.
You do. You just said at the beginning.
Bay Lake Towers. Bay Lake Towers.
Oh, that's true.
They just made it. What are you talking about?
Disney.
Were you not there? Did you not notice that?
They didn't even say that it was a DVC hotel, by the way.
I know. They're not.
They built it in under the radar. There was a scrim. It was like blue with white on it. It looked like clouds. You didn't see it till it was done. I'm very excited by this.
I know.
New hotel. You know what this is doing, though? Am I getting ahead?
No.
It's blurring the lines between deluxe and moderates, and maybe even a value. Not the value necessarily. It's getting to be crazy.
I get
that they're doing this to a moderate hotel. But I'm excited at the same time.
Why are you? I don't understand the excitement. I like the additions with some nighttime stuff, some added Wi-Fi for the business.
That's
folks.
what conventioners want. They want nighttime.
I get that.
Spots to eat. Some places that charge their company card.
Well, obviously. Which, by the way, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do the heck out of that.
You're not going to do it too much. The credit card will stop you. I won't have to stop you.
Well, that's true. What do we got on that? A $300 limit on that?
If you're lucky.
Yeah, credit limit. Anyway, okay, but here is what. First off, I don't like what it's going to look like. It's not going to fit.
It'll fit.
The whole thing.
It'll make it fit.
Is based around cabanas and rancheros and casistas.
Are these like Mexican dishes you're talking about? I like the casistas with the side of the rancheros.
Come on. It's so nice. I love Coronado, and I think it's going to be like that sore thumb sticking out there.
Tell me the last resort that Disney blew.
I know that it's.
See,
I know.
They know
I
resorts.
If
there's one thing they know, it's themed resorts. It's going to fit in like a glove, and you're going to go, "Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous."
I still don't love, the Bay Lake Towers. I'm just going to say I don't love them.
I've not stayed there. I don't
love them.
The look of it doesn't bother me.
I don't love the look of it.
Wait till they build the South Tower. What?
Jeez. And actually we had someone here talk about how great it is staying in the Bay Lake Tower.
We did.
A quote-unquote Disney expert who said,
I love the fireworks over at Fort Wilderness. But hey,
you get to watch the fireworks in Magic Kingdom and then turn
around and you can see them at Fort Wilderness.
And we just said, sure, and shook our heads.
It was easier that way.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes you don't want to argue with folks.
No.
I like arguing.
With some people
with
you do. Exactly.
With you. All I'm saying is, and we've talked about this time and time again, so many shows. Go back. Again.
I don't want to go back.
The binge listening, pace yourself.
Oh, please. Don't get the bends.
But we've talked about some of the great ideas for some of the great restaurants, or resorts, rather, that they could build. Some great resorts they could build.
Oh, absolutely. And they will.
Why are we adding on to an already beautiful resort with some monstrosity? That we could take that kind of money. See, every time he goes to say something, I talk.
He waits till I breathe in, and then he just starts going again.
Every time. Folks, if you want to see this live, come visit us in April, at the end of April, 21st, 22nd, 23rd.
Pace yourself. You'll get the bends there, too.
You'll be so disappointed if you come.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just saying. Build another resort. You've got 46 square miles. Build another resort. A different themed resort. You can make it into, a big 15-story resort. I don't have a problem with that.
You better not, because there's more coming.
Don't ruin the aesthetics of what you already have. Is all I'm saying.
It's going to fit in perfectly there. It's going to look great.
I know it will.
Plus, it's got to be large enough that they can fit a gondola into. What?
We're not going to talk about the gondolas that aren't going to happen either. Stop that. Stop that. Build me a train.
That's called a monorail.
A train. I want a train from Coronado to Animal Kingdom. A train from let's move some people around. Let's get some stuff happening. I don't need a big 15-story monstrosity at Coronado Springs. I'm just saying that would be like building a 15-story building over at Port Orleans Riverside. How's that going to fit in?
They'll make that happen.
They probably will.
Every hotel. No, not going to have a tower. Very excited by the tower, by the restaurants, another top of the world like experience.
Yes.
That's what people want.
I get that.
And I think it's going to be fantastic.
Why? So they can watch the fireworks at Fort Wilderness?
No, that's true.
That doesn't exist. We're just messing now. But I'm just saying, use that money. Let's build one of those fantastic resorts that Looper Nation. Remember when we had the show where Looper Nation told us some of their great ideas?
How
about a Swiss chalet over by Blizzard Beach?
That's where the gondola will lead.
Stop with the gondola.
I didn't start with the gondola.
Listen.
Other people brought out the gondolas.
There's rumor going around, for those of you who don't know, that they're going to have a gondola, at these massive ski resorts where you can fit, 20 people in a gondola to move people back and forth to Hollywood Studios. I'm telling you, that ain't going to happen. But anyway.
I hope it doesn't happen. I don't think it's going to happen.
But anyway, why can't we build another resort? I understand it's probably a little bit more expensive.
To build a whole new resort?
To build a new resort, because you got to put in, you got to put in the plumbing, and you got to put in all this stuff. You got to run the lines to a new portion of the 46 square miles. I get that. but I'd still rather see that than this. We're already gutting. Every time he goes to talk, we're already gutting part of Caribbean Beach for the DVC, which I don't have a problem with that either.
You're ranting an awful lot for somebody who doesn't have any problems with anything.
I don't have any problems. I'm having a rough day.
He has a problem.
I'm having a rough day.
He needs more coffee.
I do.
You need to place an order, I think.
I do need to place an order. I'm getting low.
But convention hotel, I think they want to draw bigger conventions to the Coronado Springs area. Is one reason for this tower.
All right.
Because we're followed right by the resort. We're expanded dining. So we're going to have more upper level dining, because these corporate people are going to want places to eat that are really nice. Like I said, to use their card. Very excited.
Yeah.
About. Excuse me, I had to breathe because I'm not used to talking now for this show.
Speechless. Finally, I get him speechless.
Yes, you did. So the 15 stories, love it. The theming in the rooms, I think it's going to be fantastic. They're also going to retheme all the outside buildings rooms, which those could just be soft goods. Who knows how they're going to tile this together? Floating gardens, they say something about floating gardens.
They're going to have floating gardens, which I don't understand. That's Avatar. That's Pandora stuff.
It's the technology from the mountains. They're just bringing it over on a smaller scale.
And we need the gondola to get on the floating garden or something. I don't know.
Exactly.
No.
Oh.
They're not doing that.
Oh. So
I'm telling you.
I don't know. I had something else, but I'm afraid to talk now. Every time I talk, you'd say something else.
All right. This is what Terry Dola, because you're right. This is exactly what he was talking about. Terry Dola, Vice President of Group Sales and Marketing, Disney Destinations.
Money.
Meeting planners and attendees will be thrilled with the exciting changes we're introducing at Disney's Coronado Springs Resort. The resort has always offered exceptional value, but we're taking that to a completely new level, which means a new price level.
Well, true.
with new accommodations, dining options, and outdoor event spaces that will elevate the meetings experience at this popular Disney convention resort. 2 words,
cha-ching.
Cha.
And ching.
All right.
But when's this opening? Did they have a target date?
In 2 years. They're going
2 years.
In a couple of years. Couple of years.
What's going to open at about the same time, if not just a little bit after?
Is that going to be the next Star Wars weekends?
A little Star Wars will be opening, so they're going to need additional rooms for that.
Star Wars every weekend.
And I think there's a couple resorts that you've mentioned that might end up getting built. That's just my own gut feeling.
Well, they're going to have to announce them soon if they're going to build them, because...
Right.
Also on tap, I'm calming down, 28,000 square foot expansion of the convention center at Disney's Yacht and Beach Club.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Where's that room coming from?
I don't know where they're going to expand it.
Out into the Crescent Lake.
Hey, let's just throw it all out there. We don't need that silly swimming pool they got over there. Just take that out.
Oh, that was another thing I was going to bring up. This place would have to have an awesome themed pool. You're bringing in 500 more rooms.
They didn't say nothing about
people.
They said nothing about a pool.
You don't show all your cards.
500.
You don't show all your cards at once, my friend.
You want all those 500 people, 500 rooms, walking all the way around the lake, Diago or whatever.
On that hot pavement.
I've already moved past that page on my notes here. I apologize. On a hot pavement.
No problem.
In August.
That's hot.
Josh. Don't stay there, Josh. There's going to be all kinds of construction going on. Anyway, the new convention center area will boast a 16,000 square foot ballroom. This is over at the Yacht and Beach Club. That can be divided into 8 dynamic breakout spaces. The expansion will also include 3 pre-function areas.
Oh my!
I like a good pre-function area.
You don't want a post-function.
Well, you might. That's usually a bathroom.
Oh, well,
that's a post-function.
there is that.
You want plenty of those too. And 2 distinct gathering rotundas, providing unique networking spaces for attendees to relax.
2 rotundas is like a figure 8.
Yeah. New Wi-Fi and hardwire services are now available to groups meeting at Walt Disney World Convention Resort through redundant high-capacity internet bandwidth, blah, 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 blah. I don't want this tower built over at Coronado Springs.
This almost sounds big enough to hold D23 type events.
I hope so.
Rather than the smaller Destination Ds, which I've heard are fantastic.
I'm
smelling D23.
No, that was the deodorant.
Oh, sorry. You need a new brand.
It's Old Spice.
Oh, well, that would explain it. Figure, what else would you buy?
Wow. Words hurt. We've talked about this. Words hurt.
You can't just throw it up there and expect me not to hit it.
I envy the folks out in California. They get to go to the D23 stuff.
They do.
I do. So I'm just saying, I understand you're exactly right.
What?
Which is a shock.
Stop the show. Wait, let's not go into this anymore. What did you say? Because I thought I heard something.
They want conventioners coming to Walt Disney World. They don't want to lose them over to the Orlando Convention Center.
I was going to tell you, they're scared to death right now.
International Drive. I get it. They want because a lot of conventioners bring their families and they leave their families at the resort while they go over to International Drive. And Disney's like, look, we don't even want you leaving for that.
No,
just stay
have it here.
There's no reason for you to.
Exactly.
You're quicker. It's going to be quicker for you to enjoy your family afterwards. You don't have to hop on International Drive and I-4 to try and get back.
Just get on that gondola.
It's just there's not going to be. We're going to talk after.
So how many
we're going to talk after this show is over with.
I think we just keep going. So these gondolas, how many gondolas do you think they're going to have going back and forth?
Zero.
I've saw plans and I saw like 3.
By the way,
and people are all standing.
If anybody owns a business,
like a gondola banker,
like ResortLoop.com, that want to have more looper meets, when it gets to be so big, we need a 16,000 square foot expansion.
Right.
I'll be so happy. That's going to be awesome. That is going to be so cool.
That will be outstanding.
Disney Springs also offering new venues, multiple venues for private events and dine-around options.
Well, let's face it, anywhere at Disney can be a private event if you have the wallet.
If you have the wallet. We're going to have a private event. Disney doesn't know about it. So
no, and that won't require much of a wallet.
We wear shoes you can run in, because once we kind of take over this venue, we might have to run out once.
Right. Don't carry ID.
Security shows up. No, it's going to be a lot of fun.
It'll be awesome.
That will be RD23. What should we call that? We should call it RL1.
RL1 sounds like it would be our boat. It's RL1.
RL1.
Like right next to the Grand One.
To the Google. Yeah, there you go. It will be near the Grand One, by the way.
Right.
So, I'm just saying, I love the way Coronado looks right now. I love the way it's set up. There's nothing wrong with the little room refurbishment. Maybe I would be okay with an add-on for, the conventioners and some more restaurants and things over there. I just got an issue with this 15-story building.
You know what I always call
think is going to take...
Well, the 15-story behemoth of a hotel.
It's a behemoth. It is.
The Contemporary is the behemoth.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm very excited by a 15-story building.
Oh my gosh!
And I like the look of Bay Lake Tower. It fits in. It kind of blends.
The size of it.
Tomorrowland.
The size of it doesn't matter, Tim. Sometimes you might want just a nice, small, cozy experience. You like Port Orleans French Quarter. That's nice and small and cozy.
That's
compact.
what you say, but apparently that's wrong.
I'm just saying.
It matters.
No.
Come on.
It doesn't matter. I'm just saying. So anyway, I'm sure it's going to be beautiful.
I can tell by
that being said.
I can tell the fact you're slowing down. You're breathing a little bit better.
I'm exhausted. I'm tired.
You feel better?
No.
You got your rant out of the way?
Yeah, I guess a little bit.
All
apologize. I apologize, everybody. I didn't.
Blood pressure okay now?
Half full.
Blood pressure okay?
You got to be half full. No,
Let's talk gondolas. I think we better say that for another show.
That, Tim.
What's that pill you just popped?
It's a nitro. Is all
goodness.
I've got.
I don't know if I can follow that up with anything. More hotel rooms in Star Wars. Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought?
Who'd have mentioned that episodes and episodes ago?
They'd want to prepare for the onslaught.
And there's more coming. There's got to be more resort news coming too.
I think so too. I just want to see. I want to see some of the recommendations that our good friends, our Looper Nation, our Super Loopers came up with. Those are great. Those were great ideas. We're going to put those in the show notes so you guys can go back to that.
Are you going to do that? Because that sounds like a lot of work.
Nah, I'm not going to.
Yeah, who you fooling? Come on. Everybody.
It's in our show archives. Look it up.
It's
all
there.
good.
And this is where you say that's all I got if you're done talking.
I said that's all I got earlier. That, Tim...
You can say it more than once.
Tim.
Help me out here.
Hey,
I'm
Tim.
I'm dying on the vine out here.
Tim, that's all I've got.
Hey, thanks, Bob. That's been a great show. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Tim Scott. You can find me on Twitter at
What was
Resort Loop
that?
Tim, Facebook at Tim Scott. I'm breaking out the voice still from being sick. And you can find us at the website, ResortLoop.com.
Apparently, I'm Bib Collar, and
Collier.
you can find me on Resort Loop Bib. No, I can't do this. Resort Loop Bob on the Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, rate us on iTunes,
Please.
and what else should folks do? Tim, I'm exhausted.
You are exhausted. Everywhere, please go out there and share. The gateway to the magic.
See you, everybody. With 4 theme parks, 25 resort hotels, hundreds of dining and shopping locations, and seemingly innumerable special events and ticket options, planning a trip to Walt Disney World can seem overwhelming. That's why the ResortLoop.com podcast has teamed up with People Mover Travel to help you get the most magic out of your Disney vacation. People Mover Travel will walk you through every aspect of your next Disney trip, from ensuring you get the best discounts to FastPass Plus and dining reservations and so many other things. Best of all, there is no fee for their service. That's right, you get your very own expert Disney vacation planner at no cost to you. For more information and to request a free, no-obligation quote, visit peoplemovertravel.com. Come on.
What?
What?
Are you waiting for me?
Yes.
I asked you if you were ready. You said no.
I was messing around.